Hey, this is John. I just wanted to do a very late review of Fantasia Music Evolve. It's a Disney game kind of based off of the movie, or musical, whatever you want to call it, that came out probably when a lot of us were children. I gotta be honest with you, it bored the heck out of me, so it was never really not my jam, so to speak. But the music game came out, I think it was in October for the Xbox 360 and Xbox One. I'm playing the Xbox One version. It requires Kinect. It's basically it's a rhythm game like the movie, it's based, rhythm music, whatever, but it's a lot different than the movie. It's actually quite entertaining. You do kind of look like you're directing traffic at an airport or something while you're playing it, but it's actually fun to play. You basically just have to put your arms in the direction that the arrows match. I mean, that's really about as simple as it is, but once you get into it and you get into the rhythm of the music, you'll find yourself really enjoying yourself, and you'll see like those like little white balls or whatever you got to push in, and they basically are they're another maneuver you do, and then there's some things you got to hold it sometimes and have your hands out for a minute. And you actually have the ability to change a remix of the song, which is fairly interesting. It's not a huge deal or anything, but you can remix the song, and the songs do sound a lot different. The soundtrack's fairly large considering it's a Disney game, and if you buy it new, it comes with some other additional downloads. The download probably most notable, especially if you have little girls, would be the Let It Go, the Frozen song, so I'm sure they'll be happy with that. For a Disney game, the graphics really aren't that creative. There's a few different realms, but honestly, they're really just backdrops. There's nothing really remarkable about them whatsoever. There is a story. Maybe it's meant for children. I really wasn't into it. I honestly skipped over most of it. Something about a wizard with the magic composing your own music. Not really much to write home about there, but and then you kind of unlock these musical fragments which basically create new composition spells. And let me get to what the composition spells are. They're actually interesting. You can use your own twist onto basically creating your own remix of the song, so you can put your own beat in or whatever. It's fairly interesting. Honestly, I'm not really into the story mode that much, but it's not bad. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, going through the realms, and you find these composition spells, and there's some interesting little twists there that really show some creativity from Harmonix. I was a little bit skeptical of the game, which is why I waited. I ended up getting it for like $20. It really dropped like a rock in price, and I think the Xbox 360 version is the same story, but it's worth it for around $20. But I like it better than, say, like Dance Central. It shows a lot of creativity. As you can see right there, I'm unlocking a composition spell, and I hadn't played this in a while, so I forgot pretty much what you were supposed to do. In this one, you could basically warp the music a little bit. That's kind of one of the more interesting aspects of the game, is being able to create your own remixes or warps of the music. And there's some parts actually use your full body, but most of it's just your arms. Kinect tracking works really well for the most part. I think it's a little too forgiving. You can pretty much wave your arms like a lunatic, and it'll take it, which I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine, because again, it's a Disney game. It's got a large demographic, so it's fairly forgiving. But it is challenging, and once you really get into the music, you really lose yourself. Like I said, I still kind of remind me of like I'm directing traffic on a tarmac somewhere, but you really do have fun. Yeah, you really won't get that sweaty. The game actually mentions you could play it sitting down. I have not played it sitting down, so I haven't tested that. But like as you can see there, we got to hold it and trace the outlines. I think it would be hard to do sitting down, but maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. Honestly, it's not a bad Kinect game. Again, I always say before, beggars can't be choosers, so you don't really have much of a choice. It's completely playable. It's a kind of an interesting twist to the music genre, which is kind of stale. It's a mix of like Guitar Hero and maybe a little bit like Dance Central, but honestly, there's not really much dancing. It's a fun family game for everybody. You can shake hands and you can play multiplayer. There's no online multiplayer, but there's same room, and it's fun. The soundtrack, I really enjoy some of the songs that are on it. There's some older songs which I really like, and then there's a lot of modern pop, which I think younger kids will like. I mean, I don't hate it. It is what it is. But not a bad game. I'm gonna give it a score. It's an 8.5 out of 10. Pick it up for around $25-$30 at the most. You won't be disappointed. $60 is really pushing what it's worth, but grab it if you got an Xbox One or Xbox 360. Thanks for watching. This was John.